Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Today is 2nd July 2022. My name is TSV Raghavan and I live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. I am a published author with Amazon Kindle and paperback. I write on spiritualism, fiction, and assorted subjects. Spiritualism happens to be my favorite subject. This is my spiritual channel. We have been discussing in my previous videos about several examples of causal intelligence based on which the genius of a particular human living entity possesses that particular human being. Today we will talk about another such example to prove this point. There was a guy who was born to a school teacher in a northern metropolis of India. This boy was christened Jatan Arora. However, though he was born in an humble family, soon enough he was adopted by an extremely wealthy and successful businessman from a western metropolis of India, and he was christened as Jatan Khanna. This boy came to his new family and then he started getting educated, going to the school. He was a good student and he passed his grades successfully till he reached adulthood and became a theater actor. After becoming a theater actor, he started practicing as an actor in several stage plays. At that time, he met a girl called Anju, with whom he began going around. Coincidentally, at that particular moment, genius crept into his life through this girl, Anju. Nobody knew it has happened so. It was the year 1965 when this boy began trying for the movies and he won a talent contest. Soon enough, he started getting film offers and he began slowly giving hits after hits after hits. In 1968-69, he starred in a Hindi film which made him an overnight sensation. By this time, from Jatan Khanna, he had become a screen name called Rajesh Khanna. From 1969 onward, a barrage of very successful blockbuster films followed, and this boy starred in all of them. So much so that people were surprised that such a super film star can exist in flesh and blood. this boy became what was called a phenomenon, and he was worshipped the world over. He became so famous that there was a time when in all nooks and corners and newspapers and billboards, etc., there were only two photos that appeared. One was that of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, and second was the face of this film actor Rajesh Khanna. This went on till the year 1973. At that time, somehow, this guy began thinking that he was God's own reflection in Indian society. He began thinking that he was God himself. So this man thought that he can do anything. At that time, another small young girl, a film sensation, was born in the year 1970. This already 32-year-old guy who was going steady with that girl Anju left her in the lurch and married this 16-year-old girl. Before doing so, one day this guy had a chance to die and become a legend, but he rejected that particular offer. He left his previous girlfriend through whom genius had crept into his world, and he married another girl who was just 16 at that time. Immediately after, genius left this guy for good. A person who was giving hits after super hits after blockbusters in the past 6 or 7 years suddenly found that all his films were becoming flops. Overnight, the veneer from this boy's, the superstar's stardom dropped, and he became the old, rustic, ordinary self. The genius had left him. Now, this fellow tried his level best to become a genius once again, but he could not until he died in the year 2012. Before that, this never say die guy tried all his tricks to regain his stardom, but to no avail. This is what happens. Knowingly or unknowingly, by default or by design, a particular human being decides to be in the orbit of causal intelligence. He did not know this, but this guy made a very intelligent move when he fell in love with that girl called Anju. And he also started trying his hand in movies. Genius crept in immediately after, and he became a legend. But then this success went into his head, and he began thinking that he was the next answer to God himself. Success, a minuscule of what God has or can do. God is full of all sorts of opulences, and what we consider as stupendous success is nothing compared to what God can achieve, but which He does not achieve, but gives us human beings a chance to achieve them and enjoy the success. If we are within limits, we can enjoy that success. Otherwise, genius leaves us. I have told you in my previous videos that genius is based on a foundation of causal intelligence alone. If anybody slips from causal intelligence and goes to astral mind of feelings and emotions or the etheric senses, then genius leaves that person like a hot brick. Kindly let me know what you think of my talk on this particular subject. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can keep reminding you of my other videos. Till we meet in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.